Welcome to the Mystery Pathway. Welcome to our deep dive into the chilling world of infamous serial killers. Today, we uncover the dark stories behind some of the most notorious murderers in history. From the calculated brutality of the acid bath murderer to the disturbing saga of the Candyman, each chapter takes us closer to understanding the unfathomable. We'll also delve into lesser-known but equally disturbing cases like the wood chipper murder, where methodical dismemberment shocked a nation. These stories are not just about violence, they are about the manipulation, the deceit, and the cold, calculated nature that defines these killers. Join us as we embark on this dark journey, unraveling the sinister threads that connect these infamous individuals. Our first chapter takes us into the grotesque realm of John George Hay, a man whose name became synonymous with horror. Known as the acid bath murderer, Hay's method of disposing of his victims was as chilling as it was efficient. He brutally murdered them and submerged their bodies in vats of sulfuric acid, reducing them to a sludge. The acid bath was not just a method of disposal, but a means to obliterate any evidence. Ultimately, Hay was found guilty and executed, but his case remains a stark reminder of the darkness within individuals. The Reinert murders cast a dark shadow over the seemingly serene suburbs of Pennsylvania. The victims, Susan Reinert and her two young children, Karen and Michael, were caught in a web of deceit and brutality. Susan, an English teacher, was known for her dedication to her students and her family. Her lover, William Bradfield, and the school principal, Jay Smith, were the prime suspects. Susan Reinert was found dead in a hotel parking lot, her body showing signs of severe trauma. Her children, however, were never found, vanishing without a trace. The investigation revealed a twisted plot involving life insurance policies and financial manipulation. Despite the initial conviction of Smith, his case was later overturned due to prosecutorial misconduct. The bodies of Karen and Michael Reinert have never been found, adding a haunting sense of incompletion to the case. The Reinert murders stand as a perplexing and tragic chapter in true crime history. Chapter 3. Dean Corll, the Candyman. Dean Corll, infamously known as the Candyman, is a name that sends shivers down the spine. Operating under the guise of a friendly neighborhood figure tied to his family's candy business, Corll's true nature was far more sinister. From 1970 to 1973, he orchestrated a series of abductions, tortures, and murders of young boys. With the help of teenage accomplices David Brooks and Elmer Wayne Henley, Corll lured his victims with promises of parties, drugs, and money. Once they were in his grasp, he subjected them to unimaginable torture, often in his own home or in remote locations. The community was unaware of the terror in their midst, until Henley, in a moment of self-preservation, shot and killed Corll. His confession to the police unveiled the full extent of Corll's atrocities, shocking the nation with the gruesome details. Chapter 4. The Wood Chipper Murder. The macabre case of Helly Crafts, known as the Wood Chipper murder, defies belief with its sheer brutality. Her husband, Richard Crafts, a former Green Beret-turned-airline pilot, harbored a darker side. Richard murdered Hella and used a wood chipper to dispose of her body in a local lake. Forensic work led to the discovery of bone fragments, hair, and a tooth matching Hella's dental records. Chapter 5. The Brides in the Bath Murders. George Joseph Smith, known as the Brides in the Bath Murderer, was a man whose charm masked a deadly intent. Smith's modus operandi involved marrying unsuspecting women and then drowning them in their bathtubs, making the deaths appear as tragic accidents. His victims were often lonely, vulnerable women, drawn in by his charismatic and persuasive demeanor. Smith's first known victim was Beatrice Mundy, whom he married under an alias. Just weeks after their wedding, she was found dead in the bathtub of their rented house. The pattern of these deaths raised suspicions, leading to a more thorough investigation. The police exhumed the bodies and discovered evidence of drowning that suggested foul play, not accident. George Joseph Smith was found guilty and executed, but his case left a profound impact on the field of criminal investigation. These stories serve as a grim reminder of the darkness that can reside within individuals. Each case we've explored reveals the depths of human depravity, the cunning manipulation, and the chilling brutality that define these infamous killers. From acid baths to wood chippers, the methods may vary, but the underlying darkness remains the same. Stay vigilant and always be aware of your surroundings. The tales of these notorious murderers remind us that evil can lurk in the most unexpected places, behind the most benign facades. Awareness and caution are our best defenses against such malevolence. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more true crime stories. Until next time, stay safe.